Alright, so I'm just gonna share this to social media on Twitter, and then we'll get started. So just got to share. Alright, so now we'll get into reading. The Incredible Hulk, Issue 3. Can't control him anymore. The Hulk has gone berserk. See the Hulk banished to the outer space, trapped by the Ringmaster and other thrills with the most exciting original character in comics. Look, nothing can stop him now. He can fly. What's going on? The Hulk banished to outer space. Part 1. In cement-walled chamber beneath the sea, the most incredible creature on Earth pounds violently against the walls of his prison, walls which were built to withstand the force of the atomic explosion. Stanley and Jack Kirby. While outside the Hulk cell, a tense teenager meets a silent prayer, hoping against hope that Dr. Bruce Banner has built the chamber strong enough to keep the greatest menace Earth has ever known from escaping. Another few hours till daybreak, and then the Hulk will have changed back to Bruce Banner, and it will be safe for me to free him. And so the amazing drama takes place in that lonely cavern, hidden from the eyes of men, as Rick Jones keeps his faithful vigil, knowing that behind the wall a human engine of destruction is quivering to break loose. Thank heaven, the walls are holding. The Hulk can't escape. Alone in his thoughts, the boy remembers the events of the past few hours as he and Dr. Banner rush to the hidden cavern. Hurry, Rick. It's growing dark. There isn't much time. I'm coming, Doc. We're just in time. Now remember, don't open this door till daybreak, no matter what. But Doc, what if something happens to me? What if I get sick or something? What if I can't open the door in the morning? It's a chance I'll have to take, Rick. Better for me to suffocate in there as Bruce Banner than escape and menace the world as the Hulk. A massive concrete door closes behind the Bruce Banner as the exact moment that evening begins on the surface. And then just as it happened so many times before, a startling change comes over the mild, scholarly scientist. And behold the Hulk. Satisfied that the monstrous creature is safely imprisoned in his cell, Rick leaves the cavern as he heads for the Bruce Banner's cottage and some much needed sleep. Phew, I sure can use some shut-eye. But suddenly, hold on, son, you're Rick Jones, aren't you? Yeah, what is it to you, Napoleon? Don't get smart, kid. We've been looking for you. Uh-oh. We've had this area under surveillance all day. We know you were bound to show up sooner or later. And our orders are from General Thunderbolt Ross are bring in Rick Jones. The General knows you're the only one who can lead us to the Hulk. And as the headquarters a few miles away, Thunderbolt Ross holds a dramatic staff meeting. My men will find Rick Jones. You can count on it. And when they do, we'll get the Hulk. He won't escape us again, I swear it. Now remember, when the boy is brought in, we begin Plan H. We'll force him to bring the Hulk to us. Here he comes now, General. What's the big idea, General? I ain't done nothing. Jones, I'll get right to the point. You've got to bring the Hulk to us. There's no time to lose. Quit, mister. Nothing can make me rat on the Hulk. Look, son, this is bigger than you or me. This involves the security of the United States. Out there on the launch pad is America's newest, most important missile. It must be tested, but there is a man living who could stand the force of its G-pole, except the Hulk. We want the Hulk to ride that rocket in the interests of the national security. No one else can do it. Now, what do you say? A silence so thick it can almost be cut descends upon the room as the sullen teenager makes his decision. If it's something that our country needs, how can I refuse? I've gotta bring the Hulk here if I can. What's going to happen now? So a short time later, after convincing himself that the troops have not followed him, that the secret of the hidden cavern will remain his secret, Rip Jones sets out to free the Hulk. I couldn't explain to them that I can't control the Hulk when he gets free. Who knows what he'll do? Slowly, nervously, the teenager releases the mighty shaft, which holds the concrete door in place. But then before he finishes, the pounding is getting louder. When the savage, with a surge of unbelievable power, the mightiest man thing on earth shattered the half-loosened door as he comes thundering out of his dungeon. I'm free. You, boy, you locked me in that cell. You pay for that now. If he gets a hold of me, I'm a goner. He's following me now. He'll hit him to the missile. Look for me that the Hulk can't move too fast. Reaching the insulation, the Hulk shambles from is followed by a step of the way by a tight-lipped troops with weapons locked. His massive form unbornly lumbers forward for a dreadnought. Like a dreadnought, the Hulk brushes aside obstacles which stand in his way as easily as a man might brush away aside a fly. General Ross, he's coming. The lad is leading him straight toward the missile. So far, so good. He's following me up the gangway. If I make one false move, now it'll be curtains for this cat. I'll leave my jacket inside here and then duck under the fire framework. The Hulk will think I'm in the cabin. It worked. I sure hope I did the right thing, betraying him like this. The Hulk is in the capsule, sir. Condition green. Close the capsule. Prepare to launch. And in the lonely cabin, a thought begins to penetrate the Hulk's brooding brain as the mighty creature realizes he has been trapped. But there is no time for action. No time for escape. Within seconds, the roaring missile is rocketed into the atmosphere. And then past the atmosphere into endless space. Well, back on the control center, I've done it. It worked. It's the end of the Hulk. Well, he'll never return alive to menace Earth again. Suddenly, as the speeding ship hurtles through the heavens, The cabin is bathed in the warm, bright light of the sun. Sunlight, the one element that brings about the most astonishing change of on Earth. The change of the Hulk back again to the form of Bruce Banner. Where am I? What happened? But before the day's scientists can fully come to his senses, the unshielded spaceship enters a vast radiation belt. And once again, Bruce Banner's body is subjected to those mysterious, powerful rays about which so little truly known. Rays of intense radiation with the power to effect the most fantastic changes upon anything that lives. Rays that would bathe Bruce Banner's body for seconds, would seem like a lifetime. And then, finally, the tiny capsule breaks through the radioactive belt in its undetermined race from Earth. While thousands of feet below, as a tense teenager scans the skies as one nerve-wracking thought repeats and repeats in his brain. Did I do the right thing? What if I've doomed Dr. Banner? Returning wearily to the control center, Rick Jones accidentally overhears General Ross. Well, we've done it. That's the end of the Hulk. Well, let's hope so, sir. For if he ever returns, he'll be filled with fury that will never be able to stop him. What? Don't worry about the Hulk returning. That missile is on a flight to infinity, and it's a one-way journey. It's a trap. It was a trap. They tricked me. It was the only way they could remove the menace of the Hulk. But I can't let them do it. They don't realize that he isn't really just an inhuman monster to be destroyed by any means. He's Bruce Banner, and I've got to save him. Here's the missile control panel. This is my chance to. No one's looking. At the split second, just as Rick Jones touches the control switch, the unbelievable amount of radiation which the ship has absorbed causes a shock to travel the many, many miles back to Earth. And then will try to shock which will let the Hulk and Rick Jones more closely together than ever before. Ow! Then the deed is done. The ship is gone, and due to the switch being pulled, the rocket package drops away from the missile, and the capsule plummets back to Earth. I've done it. I brought the missile back. The atomic chute is opening, but it's still falling too fast. It's daylight now. Bruce Banner will be in the capsule instead of the Hulk. He'll never be able to survive the crash landing. Gasp, it's too late. Crash. I've killed him. I've killed the only real friend I've ever had. No human being could have lived through that crash. Sob. I've killed him. At that moment, the Hulk. How? Uh-oh. It's impossible. You can't be the Hulk. And daylight, you should have changed to Dr. Banner by now. What happened to you up there? Why are you glowing that way? As effortlessly as a man could lift a cardboard box, the mighty Hulk lifts the wreckage space capsule, and your fault. Oh, your fault. I've got to run. Got to get away. He's more dangerous than ever now. Long frantic moments later, I can't run faster than him. I can run faster than him, but I'm getting tired. The Hulk never gets tired. He can go forever. I'm sunk. No place else to run. Now revenge. No. Stay back. Please stop. Huh? He stopped. He was standing still, motionless. I said stop. He said he stopped. He's standing there almost like a robot, as though awaiting my next command. I've got to test him. Your hand, Hulk. Raise your hand. No, sit down. That's it. Sit. It's impossible. It's true. He obeys me, my every command. Bent down. Now, Hulk. I need a lift out of the mountain. That's it. Bend. What could have caused it? What? Wait, I know that shock that I pulled the switch. That was it. Somehow, in some way, I'll never understand it. A current ray from the Hulk in the capsule to me, down at the ground. Maybe it had something to do with the radiation belt up there. But whatever it was, it's made the Hulk my servant. I'm his master. Me, Rick Jones, master of the mightiest creature on Earth. But what about Dr. Banner? When will he change back to his true self? Or will he never change back? There's my cabin. I've got to think this out. I have to figure out what to do next. Stay there, Hulk, while I get some shut. Don't move. Understand? Don't move. But a few minutes later, Rick awakens with a start. I heard something. Hey, the Hulk he's gone. It it is an easy matter for the boy to follow the Hulk's trail. An awesome trail leading straight into town. His control over my control over him must end when I fall asleep. He only aways me when I'm awake. I gotta get to him before he runs amok. It's I'm just in time. There he is. He's going on a rampage. What do I do? I can't get close enough to him. He can't hear me. And then heavily armed state troopers appear on the scene, but even their automatic fires firearms can't melt the mighty Hulk. We're forcing him back. Yeah, but we're not hurting him. What happened when we run out of ammo? Pow, 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 pow. The troops' fire slows the Hulk enough to give Rick a chance to leap into action. Hulk, you've got to get out of here. Do you hear me? Get out of here. I hear. Gathering the away-stripped lad in his massive arm, the Hulk leaps in the air, but it is a leap the like of which has never before been seen by mortal men. A leap which carries him over the top of the tallest buildings. A leap propelled by the most powerful muscles of any living thing on Earth. What? We're flying! Finally, miles away, the outskirts of town. Down. Go down, Hulk. That's it. It's too much. It's too much for me. I've got the most powerful thing in the world under my control, and I don't know what to do with it. The one thing I do know, I don't dare go is sleep again unless he's locked up back in his dungeon. And so, at the command from the boy, the Hulk calmly enters the escape-proof cell, which he himself had built when he was Dr. Bruce Banner. There, you'll be safe there for a while until I can figure out how to turn you back to Dr. Banner. That is, if I ever can. Slowly, ponderously, the massive door closes as the thing, which is the Hulk, watches silently with no trace of expression on his cold, unblinking eyes. Lucky I was able to replace this shattered steel ramrod. And through the long night, Rick Jones sits outside the concrete wall, asleep, still not trusting the unbelievable strength which the Hulk possesses. Still wondering who he waits will happen at the fateful moment when he can stay awake no longer. What will happen then? Rick Jones sits against the cold, dark, fighting desperately to keep from falling asleep. His thoughts go racing back to the beginning, back to the origin of the Hulk. It was the day that that had started like any other day when Rick had taken a dare from some friends and driven into the off-limits atomic testing range. I'll show those guys I ain't chicken. I'll drive up into that test area. The seconds before his fateful gamma ray bomb was due to be destined, Dr. Bruce Banner sighted the boy from his vantage point in a shielded bunker. There's someone out there. He'll be killed. Unmindful of his own safety, the world-famous nuclear scientist dashed to the teenager and sped with him towards a nearby trench. Hey, hold it, Daddy-O, what's the big idea? No time to make it back to the bunker, but there is a ditch over there. Practically, Dr. Bruce Banner hurled Rick Jones into the privilege where the teenager was shielded from the mysterious, menacing gamma rays. But at that second, the blast! Standing in the open, exposed and unshielded, the heroic Bruce Banner absorbed the full impact of the nuclear explosion, even though the center of the blast was a good 5 miles away. His ear-piercing screams filled the desert air, as the scientist lost all sense of time and space as a strange, awesome change took place in the atomic structure of his body. A short time later, Dr. Banner regained consciousness in a room at the base hospital with a boy whose life he had saved. Standing by the boy, Rick Jones, who was destined never to leave him again. You saved me. You saved my life, Dr. Banner. I'll never forget it. The blast, the noise, the rays. What happened to me? What happened? And then, as sunset set, through in answer to Bruce Banner's astonished question, the Geiger counter on a nearby table began to tick louder and louder. Click, click. And louder and louder. Click, 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 and louder. Click, 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 click. Until the man who had been Dr. Bruce Banner had turned into the most dangerous living creature on Earth, the Incredible Hulk. The Hulk mightier than a battering ram. The Hulk more dangerous than a runaway tornado. The Hulk, an uncontrollable, very force of nature himself, foe of every human being on Earth. Only the one other living person knew the secret of the Hulk's true identity, and that person was Rick Jones, who refused to desert him, no matter what he had turned into. Wait for me, I'm going with you. You need me. Only Rick Jones knew that with the coming of the dawn, the Hulk again became Dr. Bruce Banner, the man who saved his life. You must leave me, Rick. I can't control myself when I become the Hulk. Even you won't be safe. But Rick Jones did not leave his friend. Instead of helping, Bruce Banner built the massive prison under the sea, the prison which was created to house the Hulk, and from which even he could not escape. I'll open the door when it's daylight again, but till then you'll have to stay in there for your own good. And none but Rick Jones knows where the mighty Hulk is imprisoned, and none but Rick can set him free. All this flashes through the whirly teenager memory as he sits against the dungeon door, practically praying that he will stay awake. For if he should fall asleep, as he is starting to do now, his control over the creature behind the wall will end, and with the Hulk being more powerful than ever now, who knows if the massive concrete door will hold. Bam, bam, bam! Will the mighty Hulk be a match for the Ringmaster? Nothing that lives can define me, for I have the power to sap men's will. Soon all the world will pay the homage to the Ringmaster. And now let's leave Rick Jones and turn our attention to the new menace which appears on the scene. A menace such as the world has never known. It begins like this. On a gazing night, gazing at the town of Plainville, a mere 24 hours ago, it was a busy, bustling little city. But now nothing moves it, save two figures who cautiously drive through the strangely silent streets. Our trip was right, Mike. This town is the same as the other two. Everyone motionless. If everyone motionless. If not for their heartbeats, you'd think they were dead. So far, we've been able to hush it up for the nation, but won't. So the nation won't panic. If the FBI men can't solve this thing, soon who can? They're all the same. Not a flicker of motion, not even an eyelid. It's as though everyone's been turned into a living statue. And as usual, the entire town's been ransacked. You can say that again. The bank vaults have been picked clean as a whistle. Whoever is responsible for this fantastic thing didn't miss a trick. It's impossible. It defies all logic. How can anyone put entire towns under a spell and then rob them? If we only could find a clue, any little thing to do, to go on. Wait a minute, Mike, maybe there is something. Look at this. Every town has been hit by so far has had the same circus poster displayed in the streets. It's a slim lead, but we'd better check it out. Our scene now changes as we visit the main tent of the Ringmaster Circus. Ladies and gentlemen, I, the Ringmaster, personally welcome you to the greatest show of all, which we closely every minute. Do not take your eyes off a second, and I guarantee you that you will see wonders such as you've never seen before. You are about to witness our miraculous main attraction. Don't take your eyes off me for a minute. Watch, see, behold. Note the spinning lines of my hat, the stars of my jacket, the lines, the stars. See them spin, round and round. See them spin. It is over. I have bent them to my will, just as I have done in those other towns we visited. They are all asleep. They can't move or speak. Now go, my performers, go and give another of your finest performances. What a pity none will be aware to applause you. Minutes later, the Ringmasters hirelings roam through the audience at will, looting and robbing their helpless victims. Hope you're enjoying the show, mister. Next, the Ringmaster is still not satisfied. He goes through the town itself, casting his spell over the few inhabitants who were not at the circus as his performers continue their looting. You know, Bruto, this is almost too easy. Just keep pedaling, doll. Wait a minute, Tina. Here are some more bracelets and necklaces you can carry. Alright, back to the cavern, all of you. There are many more towns for the Ringmaster to visit. Pretty soon, we're gonna need a place like Fort Knox to store all this loot. and the strange carnival procession fades into the night, we heading for the next destination and leaving behind a town filled with inhabitants who are still under the ringmaster's strange hypnotic spell. But what have all this to do with the Hulk? Well, let's us see. I did it. I managed to stay awake all night, so the Hulk didn't have the chance to run wild. But what do I do now? I gotta find a place to get some food to wash up, and the Hulk will be safe enough here as long as I stay awake. Guess I'll go visit my Aunt Dolly. She doesn't live far from here. A short time later. Man's sakes, boy, it's been ages since I've seen you. Where have you been? Real busy, Aunt Polly. But you wouldn't be interested in the details. Go along with you, Rick Jones. I certainly would be interested. But I know a body can't ever make you talk when you don't want to. After the teenager has eaten and changed with his aunt, he decides to walk through the town before returning to the Hulk when he sees, well, nothing I like better than the circus. And so fate tightens her little web. I, the ringmaster, personally welcome you to the greatest show of all. Remember, do not take your eyes off me a second. Watch and behold. See them spin around and around and around. And this time, among his helpless victims, the ringmaster's unwilling numbers one teenage boy, a boy who has the Hulk to command. I can't move. He's hypnotizing us all. But Rick Jones is not helpless, not as long as he has the power of the Hulk. I'm beginning to feel numb. My brain is getting clouded. I've got to call the Hulk before I black out. Come to me, Hulk. Help. Help, come, Hulk. But he'll never hear my thoughts far away. He must. And he does. Boy in danger must go to him. Like a fantastic flying dreadnought, the massive creature hurtles through the air and plummets down towards the circus tent, directed by Rick's thought waves. What is that? Look, there's something who the ringmaster didn't hypnotize. Just aim me towards him and pull. I'll take care of the big ox. Pow! Yeah, he took care of him. He went flying. Yeah, the Hulk didn't stand a chance against the Hulk. Quickly, my power hose. Nothing lives can withstand its pressure. Coming, boss. He's stunned. Now's our chance. The Ringmaster's men bend the mighty Hulk, thinking they have overpowered him. Little do they dream, he's simply motionless, waiting for the next command from the Master, Rick Jones. What? Want me to finish him off, boss? No, I have a better idea. And as Rick Jones remains in the hypnotized state, neither conscious nor yet asleep, the Ringmaster men carry the motionless Hulk to one of their circus wagons. The sort of strange cavern leaves the next town, little dreaming what an awesome engine of destruction they are holding in their midst. And a day later, the Ringmaster prepares to open a new show in a new village with a startling new feature exhibit. We'll bill him as the monster of the age. The suckers won't be able to resist coming to see the Big Apple, the Big Ape. Ringmaster, you're a genius. No, he's a fool. So the show begins as the Ringmaster waits for the moment to cast his sinister hypnotic spell. Ladies and gentlemen, when suddenly, Ringmaster, you're under arrest. This is the FBI. We followed you from town to town, and now we've got you. Your victims told us everything when we snapped them out of their spell. Burnett, where's the Hulk? You're traveling with a living bomb. And in that very instant, at the sound of Rick's voice, the mightiest thing on Earth snaps out of his chains as a human would snap a toothpick. Run! The monster's on the loose! Don't worry, boss. I got him trapped. Watch out, you fool! He's got superhuman strength. But the Ringmaster's warning comes too late as the fantastic behemoth pushes the elephant back against the timber board, upsetting the Ringmaster's armed cahoots. The Hulk is spoiling everything. The Ringmaster will escape in all the confusion. Wait, don't draw your gun. It'll handle the Hulk. Just give me a chance. But the government agent's spirit is realized as now's my chance to slip away. By the time anyone knows what happened, I'll be in another town in another disguise, and they'll never find me. I believe I read in the comic books of Spider-Man that they had the Ringmaster in that comic book. But the fleeing for the future was reckoned without the Hulk, now under control of the vengeful Rick Jones. I'll stop him. He's lifting the main support pole right out of the ground. It ain't possible. But almost any feat of strength is possible when the Hulk is performing it. Oof. Help, save me, don't let him beat me. Hulk, don't let him go. Let him go. Put him down. Despite his white hot wrath, the Hulk has no choice but is to obey the teenager who is his master, as heavily armed troops from the nearby command post burst in upon the scene. On the double man, where is he? Where's the Hulk? Stand aside, boy, the creature must be stopped before it's too late. No, you can't. He ain't just a creature, he's I can tell you what he is, but no one's shooting him. Arr. Hulk up tight through the tent. Look, he's flying. Nothing can stop him now. You did it, Hulk. We're free. You're safe. But for how long? You won't escape me forever. Do you hear me, Hulk? I'll track you down to the ends of the earth. I'll rip the world of your menace. No matter what, I swear it. Hulk, I swear it. And so the amazing saga comes to an end, but only for now. Soon the Hulk will strike again, but more of that in the incredible issue of the Incredible Hulk. Don't dare miss it. Alright, so now I'm going to be reading The Emperor and I, chapter 17. So it's just one chapter. So there's so it's a 13-page chapter. Emperor and I, chapter 17. Emperor and the Ocean. Swoosh, swoosh. Today is the day. Emperor and I, chapter 17. She's packing her bag up. The ocean. We're going to the ocean, Emperor. Ding dong. Come on in, Rainy. Uh-huh. Fidget. Where's Emperor? He's in the living room. Whoa, his feathers are beautiful. I can't get enough. But he still stinks. You always gotta take a whiff, don't you? Sniff, sniff. So, why are you leaving at 4 p.m. to go to the beach? Well, I thought I'd be too hot in the afternoon. I'd stress the Emperor out. I see, that's true. By the way, is it gonna be okay to let him go in the ocean? What if he doesn't come back? Oh, that? The beach has buoys and nets set up, so I think it'll be okay. You think, huh? It'll be just to us two with him, so let's do our best. It's so hot, I've been waiting to take him swimming. The mission begins. Take Emperor to the nearest beach. Glance, glance. She's making sure no one can see Emperor. Okay, no one's around. Come on now. We'll borrow my mom's bike. So that's where you're going to carry him. Place some ice packs down for comfort. He's pretty heavy. That's 66 pounds for you. We got him in. We'll use cardboard box to box him in so he doesn't fall out, and to hide him. Oh, and a hat. It's tiny. Click. You took a picture? This isn't something you see every day. I'll make a good memory. Click. Alright. Here we go. Wobble, wobble. You're totally wobbling. Are you gonna be okay? I feel like I'm burning tons of calories. Who cares about that? Just go slowly. Watch out. So they're biking by, and everybody's like looking at them, and like wondering what's going on. I'm pretty sure like this little girl looks at Emperor. It's like I'm wondering. She's like, is that real? That's probably what she's like wondering. Whoosh! Why is he poking me in the head? Ah, we're here. We made it, Rini. Oof! Finally. Good. No one's here because summer break hasn't started yet. Just as I thought. Emperor Penguin on the beach. Emperor. It's the ocean. Oh, that's the end of. So tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow I will be reading chapter 18. And then Friday I will read chapters 19 and 19.5. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If I post it to YouTube, I'm not sure yet. Please be sure to support me by buying merch on my online store, supporting me monthly on my Patreon page, Anime Tire Tunes. Support me and the channels, everything I do, by buying W Energy drinks. Use my code in the description if this is on YouTube, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna post these on YouTube. I'm just trying to get this out there. So yeah, that's about it. Wait, what else? Oh yeah. Please be sure to donate money to my PayPal. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.